Yeah, he's. You know what? It was there a slower approach in terms of making sure that this doesn't happen to the other foot and all that stuff. So I'm still not concerned at all about Quinnen. He does look good out there. He started running. He's in good shape. He's going through all of it. He's been here, so we're confident when he hits the field. He'll hit the ground running. So I don't want to jinx it.
Robert, I know we asked you about Zach's situation yesterday. Obviously, on the field for the first time today. Disappointing not to have him out there.
It's again Joe's dealing with it, and obviously from the business side of it, there's a lot of things that come into play, and like I said, Joe's got a great handle on it. So we'll just when he signs, and it's there's 89 other guys that deserve our attention, and that's where all our focus is right now. So.
At what point do you need him here, though, Robert? What point do you need him here?
Ask me again tomorrow.
How would you assess how Mike White and Jay Morgan played in replacement of Zach?
Today, I thought they did a good job. There was a good command of the huddle, getting in and out, good understanding and good recall from what happened, what they went through in OTAs. Obviously it was a crisp practice in terms of route running and all that. So I thought they did a good job.
Robert, when you look around the NFL, a lot of times when teams drop the quarterback, they pair him with the veteran. They bring in the mentor. You guys decided not to do that. Why are you comfortable with a room with no experience at all at quarterback?
I don't know if it was if it's deliberate at all. It's just you have two guys that have had time invested in terms of development. Speaking of James Morgan and Mike White, and you see talent, and you see potential, and you see all that stuff. So to give up on those guys just for the sake of bringing someone in to call it a pacifier, if you will. Call me crazy. I think sometimes that could be seen as a cop-out, but does it mean that those aren't valid? They are, but I think every case is unique to itself. So if it was pressing and it was something to be nervous about, then yeah, I'd say that you have a valid point. But there's a lot of things involved, and it's a lot harder than to just say that bringing a veteran will make everything better.
I guess the flip side of that is if Zach gets hurt, people look at Mike and James and say, do these guys have any chance of winning a game for you? And then they look at Blake Bortles and say, maybe he has a non-zero chance of winning a game. You know what I mean? What about that aspect of it? A plug-in guy, if your starter gets hurt, can actually win some games.
No, those are all fair questions, but that for us as a coaching staff, we don't waver on the fact that we have trust in the players that are here, and we're going to give our full attention to the players that are here, and call it blind loyalty if you want, but it's a commitment to those players that we're going to do everything we can to help them get to the point where they can win games for us, and that's our commitment.
The injury thing, Bryce Hall, we didn't see him out there today. Does he have anything?
He had a personal leave. Yeah, he's having a baby. Go ahead.
Robert, you've been through a number of NFL training camps. This is the first one as a head coach. How does it feel to have your first practice under your belt and you watch your guys compete out there and also installing your culture?
I'm fortunate because our staff is phenomenal. Our players are phenomenal. Joe's been fantastic, but all of them, there's such a tremendous amount of great characters in this building, and I have yet to run into a jerk, if you will. I mean, they all want to work, they all want to get better, they're all trying to find a way to win football games, and I think that's what makes this job easy, and that's what makes it fun. Being around good people who just want to win football games. So knock on wood. Hopefully, it keeps going, right?
Can you describe what excites you about Carl Lawson and specifically how he fits into that type of position, the way you want to run your scheme?
Yeah, Carl. So if you look at Carl and you were just looking at a piece of paper, he doesn't check a single box in terms of height, length, size, none of it. But when you turn on the tape, all he does is win over and over and over again. And so in the NFL, there's never a shortage of you can never have a you can never have too many guys who just win play after play after play. And so that's why he fits. He fits in any scheme. He's a guy that's going to line up and he's going to absolutely dominate his one-on-one, especially in money situations where you need somebody to affect the game, and that's the type of player he is.
Robert, Kai said yesterday that he did his goal weight that you guys talked to him about. How did he do conditioning-wise? How did he look in practice?
He looked good. I don't think we gave him a weight. I'm not. Again, I know weight has been a popular topic. It's not a. These are grown men. They're professionals, and they know exactly what they need to be at to play at their best, to be their fastest, to be their strongest, to be in the best shape that they can possibly be. So we haven't hammered him with weights. He's a big boy. He knows exactly what he needs to get done, and I think he's done a good job answering that bell.
Robert, given the fact that new systems for the guys out there and they're learning everything on the fly, how did you think the communication was out there on day one?
I thought it was good. Again, the two quarterbacks did a good job commanding the huddle. The O-line, receivers, and then of course on defense with the linebackers, there's a lot of stuff that happens, especially with how much our offense moves pre-snap. I thought the back end did a great job getting themselves lined up, getting the D-line where they needed to go. So the recall, I thought, was fantastic for a first day, and that third day is when the straw breaks the camel's back. But good first day.
Can you talk about what C.J. Mosley could mean for you guys out there on the field this season when it comes to that, being a leader and getting everybody in place?
Just like Carl, you can never have too many good players, and he's one of those guys that has played at a high level for a very long time. He commands respect. He has a tremendous amount of respect in the building. He speaks. When he speaks, everyone listens, and on top of it, he's an unbelievable character. So to have him in the building and to pair him up with Jared Davis and then all those rookies and Blake Cashman and all the guys who have been here before, I'm really excited about that linebacker group and see where it goes.
Your defenses in San Francisco were led primarily by that defensive line and kind of being able to get pressure without blitzing. How much pressure is on this group to replicate that type of success in order for you guys as a team to have success?
I'll always say this, that the quarterback is the most important position on the football field. And philosophy, everyone's got different philosophies, but the only players that can affect the quarterback, affect him without actually having to do something from a schematic standpoint, tricky, is the D-line. They're the ones that can win those one-on-ones. They're the ones that can actually disrupt the flow of the quarterback. You saw it in the Super Bowl. Obviously, Kansas City was a little bit beaten up, but you saw that an elite Hall of Fame type quarterback was cut off at the knees, if you will, by a D-line that was just relentless. So you always want to start up front. And so those guys, the pressure is always on them. But at the same time, it's Russian coverage. So we talk about D-line, disrupt the quarterback. Back end, give the D-line a hitch. Make the quarterback hitch the ball, D-line, go get the quarterback on the ground. And so it starts with disruption, back end creating the hitch, and then the front end closing the doors. So it all goes hand in hand.
Take a couple more. Robert, with fans going to COVID list, what is the policy now? How long is the
So we're anticipating he should be back next week at some point. I think it's like 10 days. Don't hold me to that one, but I do know that he'll be back next week, and he should be back for that green and white game.
So he was a positive test and has to be quarantined.
Correct.
Robert, has Elijah Moore stood out to you at all yet?
Yeah, he had a couple of good plays today. He walks in that building. You'd think he'd been in this building 10 years. I mean, he asks all the right questions. He's putting in the work. He's an impressive young man. Excited to see him grow. So.
What do you think about the run game today?
Run game looked good. That part we'll wait till Monday when the D-line can actually tee off. But I thought their timing was good and all that stuff. But it's all still a bunch of big heads running into each other. So.
You got vaccine numbers today?
Yeah,
You know I was coming back.
I knew you were. We're at 81, so that gives us 90%, and we're getting guys signing up every day. So we're in really good shape.
81's the wrong number.
Yeah,
Thanks, Fred. What about your coaches?
we're good with coaches.
Fully.
Yeah.
Thanks, Robert.
All right, guys. Thank you.